Shalom, shalom. Cutting right into the reading. First reading this week is about Adam. And Adam in Hebrew actually means human or person, one Adam. So the stand-in for humanity. And Adam, this is not the part with God, that Adam eats of this apple and he realizes that he's naked. And we're going beyond this idea of physical nakedness in his birthday suit. We're going into talking about vulnerability, like this, knowing all of a sudden he realizes that this whole time before he started judging anything, all of a sudden he eats this apple and he starts to judge, and he realized that he was being his entire beautiful true self the whole time, but all of a sudden he's scared. He's afraid that people are going to judge him, and then he starts judging outside of himself as well. And so here we have this very powerful verse. God is looking for them, and he says, I heard you calling for me. Adam says, I heard you calling for me, but I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid. I was afraid, so I hid. And then God says, who told you that you were naked? Because it had nothing to do with the love of God. So let's bring this to today. I'm playing as a kid and I'm having so much fun, and then somebody starts making fun of me. So I become afraid and I hid. And I acted just like all the other kids. Someone's making fun of me, so I start throwing stones back because I'm afraid, so I hid. I hid how it hurt me, I hid how it hurts others, and I just got right in there and I distracted myself from the pain, but I was afraid, so I hid. I love people, and I realize that somebody that I love is my same gender. And then somebody tells me I'm horrible for that. I was afraid, so I hid. I'm a woman and I'm up for this promotion, and a man's up for it too. And then I start being told messages that I'm not good enough, and then I got afraid, so I hid. I hid who I was. I was being silly one day and funny, and then I was all of a sudden afraid that somebody was going to judge me, and then I was afraid, so I hid. And all these things happen, I'm afraid, so I hide, and I'm afraid, so I hide, and I'm afraid, so I hide, because I'm afraid of being judged, and I'm afraid of being hated, and I'm afraid of all of these fingers that are pointing towards me, so I hid. Listen to this next sentence. God doesn't say, well, you need to be this way, well, you need to be that way, well, this is exactly right, and this is exactly wrong, and this and that and this, and you should be this and you should be that. God says, who told you you were naked? God says, who told you you should be ashamed? God says, who told you not to love that way? God says, who told you you're anything less than beautiful? Who told you you were naked? Because the only thing we hear from God is, I love you, just as you are. So participate in your life. Love, live, laugh, play, jump, scream, screw up, and then brush yourself off and ask for forgiveness and keep moving forward. Who told you that you were naked? Who told you that you weren't enough? Because, beloved, you are enough, and you are loved. So allow yourself to be exactly who you are, exactly who God made you to be, because you are exactly who God had in mind when God made you. Grace and peace. Don't hide. Be you.